Most people think being nice makes conversations so much better, it makes connection better. But what if I told you that could be the one thing holding you back? And no, I'm not saying that kindness is bad, but if you're always trying to keep the peace, avoid conflict, or make everyone else comfortable at your own expense, it can slowly chip away at how people actually see you and how you actually see yourself. Today, I want to talk about the hidden cost of being the nice person in conversations. Why it feels safe in the moment but leaves you frustrated afterward. And what you can start doing instead so you're still kind but also respected and heard in every situation. But here's what people don't realize. That being the nice person in conversations can feel safe in the moment, but over time it comes with real costs. Costs to your confidence, to your relationships, and to how people actually see you. Quick, if you like this type of content, you should definitely subscribe. I post videos like this multiple times a week to help you become a powerful communicator. I give you frameworks, mindset shifts, everything to help you go from socially anxious to reaching your goals. And you should also check out the link down below where I will help you out with even more. So what does nice really look like in conversations? Well, let's get one thing clear first. What I mean by nice, like that's saying sure, no problem when you're already overwhelmed. It's softening your opinion by saying maybe we could, or I don't know, just a thought, or this could be wrong, but like just because you don't want to sound too pushy. It's apologizing for things that aren't even your fault. It's avoiding disagreement even when you see a better way forward. And this isn't because you don't have your own ideas or opinions. This is because you want to be liked. You want to avoid conflict because maybe you learned that early on that keeping the peace was the actually safest choice for these type of situations. But what you don't realize now is that this type of niceness will only harm you in the future. So you trade honesty for harmony in yourself, you trade clarity for actual approval, and in the short term, it feels easier, but over time, this niceness has real cost. And this is where it really matters, because every time you bite your tongue or nod along when you don't agree, a few things happen. And I'm going to walk over the four biggest costs that I believe will remain with you for as long as you don't take action and improve upon this. So first of all, people will take you less seriously. When you avoid expressing yourself and express what you really think, you train people to see you as someone who just goes along with anything. That might make things smooth in the moment, but it also means you're less likely to be trusted with big decisions like leadership roles, high-stake projects. People follow those they know will actually speak up with clarity and conviction. If you're always agreeable, you blend into the background. Because a good leader hires not only yes-sayers, they want opinion makers, they want people who will actually criticize them and want to improve. So you will get hired if you are able to express your own opinion and not just something someone else said. And then number two, you build silent resentment. And here's the truth, every time you say yes when you actually mean no, a little part of you builds resistance. It's very small at first, but over weeks, months, and years, it will add up. You will feel drained by commitments you didn't want. You will feel invisible in conversations, and it's not because people actually taking advantage of you, it's because you train them to expect a yes from you. People don't see that as a way to make you do something for them. They just believe that you will always agree and therefore makes it okay for them. That silent resentment doesn't just hurt you now, it hurts your relationships because eventually it leaks out as passive aggression, withdrawal, or even full-blown conflict. So the conflict you're avoiding right now could potentially turn into a massive conflict that will be even tougher in the future. And then number three, your real thoughts stay invisible. Like if you're always prioritizing harmony over honesty, people never get to know what you actually think. They never get to know you, in a sense. They never get to hear your opinion, your message, what you actually think, and they will never get to know you. They can't value your ideas if they don't hear them. They can't trust your perspective if it's always watered down to what other people think. Opportunities pass by because your strengths and insights stay hidden under just politeness. And then number 4, this is probably the biggest factor to why you're feeling socially anxious, and that's you lose confidence in your own voice. This is the one with the deepest cost. When you repeatedly hold back or reshape what you want to say, you start to believe your voice just doesn't matter. You second guess yourself, and over time, you forget what it feels like to speak freely, to speak your opinion, speak your message, and actually utter what you believe without fear of how it would land. And this is why being too nice isn't just harmless. It slowly erodes the connection you have with yourself and the respect you get from others. So in order to actually become more confident, you have to become confident with expressing your own opinion. And that's why this matters. So the kind of shift that I really want to instill in you today is that being kind doesn't equal always being agreeable. Like, kindness isn't the same thing as being nice. Like, kindness is honest and respectful. It's saying what's true for you while still valuing the other person's experience. Being nice, I would say being nice is like telling a white lie. So saying to someone that they look good in this shirt even though they don't, just because being nice in that moment matters more than actually being honest. Like, it doesn't matter if they actually look good in that shirt because they will never walk out and other people never see it. So you can just be nice and tell a white lie. But that's very different from actually being kind. Kindness is honest and actually respectful. It's saying what's true for you while still valuing the other person's experience and opinion. So being nice is staying silent to keep others comfortable, even when it costs you your own comfort. And I promise you, when you stop equating kindness with agreeableness, you will stop shrinking yourself to keep the peace and start having conversations where people actually know you, respect you, and actually want your input. And that is incredibly, incredibly important for you to actually go anywhere in life. You have to be able to utter your own opinion in order for people to respect you. So what can you actually do to take your first steps to stop paying this price, to stop inflicting this cost on your life? You don't have to just flip a switch overnight. Like, you can start very, very small. You don't have to do everything at once. Start with one habit, build upon that, then take the next one, and then the next one, when you start feeling more and more comfortable. Use these 3 steps. First one, notice the moments that hold you back or make you instantly agree. Like, awareness is the first step to take action. You have to be aware of the situation, what you're actually feeling in order to improve upon it. Number 2, practice a pause. I tell you to pause all the time. I've said it in multiple other videos, but it is because it's so incredibly powerful to pause. When someone asks for something, like, give yourself time to pause before actually saying yes. Reflect on the situation. Will this help me by saying yes, or will it just overwhelm me with work or whatever it may be? So you will actually have time to think of an answer. Step 3, you can use like clear boundary phrases. Like, I need to think about that. I see it differently from you. Here's my opinion. I can't commit to that right now. Can we take it another time? Like, these phrases are not rude. They're just honest. And remember, kindness is honest and respectful. And they start building the muscle of speaking up. So when you use clear boundary phrases like, I need to think about that before I can say yes or no, you're just honest with your current situation, what you believe, what you are in right now. Because if you have a lot of work, your immediate reaction shouldn't be to say yes. I know that's the comfortable way for you right now because that's what you're used to do, and you're used to saying yes in order to actually, you want to help people. But it is not the perfect way for you right now because you're overwhelmed. So you have to slow down, pause, use clear boundary phrases, and make a good decision about this, not a quick one. All right? Awesome. So these phrases are not rude. I'm saying it again. They're honest. They're honest about your situation that you're in right now. When you want to express your opinion, I see it differently. This is my opinion. Like, that's very, very respectful. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. So no one should be mad that you're telling them your own opinion on the matter, like your perspective. Everyone has different perspectives. So tell yours. Do it. I promise you, it will help you so much in the future, and you will reduce the cost of not speaking up. And I know what you're feeling. I promise you, I've been stuck in the pattern of being a nice person. This is your reminder. Your voice do matter. Being heard doesn't mean being harsh. It means actually being real about yourself and honest to others. And when you can express what you think, like calmly and clearly, you don't just improve your conversations, you change how people experience you. You create respect, connection, and real trust. And that builds opportunities. If you want support building that skill, if you want to stop overthinking, stop holding back, and start feeling confident in every conversation, I'd love to help. You can book a free strategy session with me via the link down below. We'll map out what's holding you back, why you feel stuck, and build a plan to make your communication as strong and authentic as it can be. And if this kind of video helped and my content resonates with you, you should definitely hit subscribe, watch more videos. I share practical frameworks every single week to help you speak calmly and clearly with real confidence. See you in the next video. Bye bye.